Hello YouTube and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I'm Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. Today is kind of a Monday. It is a Monday. It is Monday the 21st. It is a Monday mix-up featuring once again our Easter friends. But today we are going to be using the little yellow ducky. It's the last stamp that I have not done a video with. We're also going to be using the retired polka dot background stamp set, the retired paper DSP paper blooms, excuse me, some Baja Breeze, Stitch So Sweetly Dies, Daffodil ink, and Celebrating You, the stamp that says Happy Easter, which is retired. So I'm going to set the whiteboard aside. This is a very old Stampin' Up! Polka dot. We're going to be using this. Our little yellow ducky, the Daffodil Delight, and Balmy Blue. I didn't get to put that on my set. This is not what we're working with. So, let's get started. First things first. Yikes, I just moved, sorry. I just realized I moved some of my papers I needed. So let's set those way up there. First things first is we're going to ink up our old background. And let's see, I might need to really move this up some. Balmy Blue. You can see I've been doing this quite a bit. These are card fronts or large tags, depending on what the Senior Center wants to do with them. If they want them on cards, I just need to cut card bases and glue them down. But that looks really good, the Balmy Blue on the Baja Breeze. So let's finish up. There's not too many. I think there might be 10, if that. So, works great when you have everything prepped. Oops, don't want that to slide off. And with these new pads, I'm pressing very lightly on my stamp. And it helps to have something to rub because you get these little edges that you didn't, because it's just a hair bigger than the cardstock. I'm not worried about the center because the center is going to be closed up. Little rub down and a flip and we got great coverage. So do it again. Finish these up. I am so close to being done with 200 cards. Fronts. The ends, that part isn't all figured out yet, but I am happy. This will be the last bit I'm going to do in my stamp room today because I have a sleep study tonight to do at the hospital. I've had trouble sleeping for years now, and now they tell me I have sleep apnea. Okay, they did a little test machine I brought home and slept with it overnight. Now they're going to go and try to figure out, I guess, what settings, what type of machine would do better. They tell me I have two types of sleep apnea. One where my tongue will roll back and block my air passage in my throat, and the other where my brain tells me to stop breathing. And they said that's why I wake up 5, 6, 7 times during the middle of the night, because in 1 hour's time I stopped breathing 7 times. And I don't wake up gasping for air or anything like that, because my husband has sleep apnea, and his was, you could definitely tell. So I just put my block away. And I like to alternate my cards like so when I'm working, even if they're card bases. If I'm doing a stack, I just alternate them so they're easier for me to pick up. Now we are going to work on our little ducky images. I simply line these up. I think we can fit 4 in camera view at a time, maybe if I move them down like so. And our little ducky stamp, and this is a very old pad, But this is so quick, so easy. You can believe this. Pop! And he's practically done. Don't need a whole lot more. And out of the stamps, this little ducky has the happiest face I've ever seen. I just love him. And I'm so happy that I was having such a hard time trying to do Memento ink, to use blends, and it's like, that just was not working. It was muddling his little nose that goes right here, the little bridge of his nose that goes to his face. It was muddling it, and it was just making me so upset because I love this little ducky, and I think he will look great on the Baja Breeze paper. We're going to turn that one upside down. All right, there we have it. Our duckies are done. No more Daffodil Delight. Set that aside. Now, this is from the Celebrating You stamp set. I'm wondering what's going on there. Not sure if you guys got what you guys saw there or not, but can't go back. Okay, so this is the Happy Easter from the Celebrating You, which was a celebration. No, Celebrating You. I thought this was a celebration item. Celebrating You. Not sure now. I'm going to have to go back and look because now it's driving me crazy. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and look in the catalog. Anyways, we are going to be stamping in the Balmy Blue right above our little ducky's head, and we're going to line these up again. Let's try to get 4. And someone's calling me and I'm declining. It's actually my son. So, just like so. There's 5. 4 more to go. And then we're going to sponge the edges and adhere them to the card. Oops. That one got a little wonky. But it's still darling. Okay. So Baja Breeze is not done. I almost did a boo-boo. So I'm taking my little sponge. I've got 3 colors on the sponge. Sponges are retired. You could use a sponge dauber. But, and this isn't even how I do this. I'll show you. I take all of them at one time. Because the stiffer it is, the easier it is to sponge. I'm making, hopefully I don't got any ink on my hands. And I simply go around the edges. Now there's one done. And I just toss them down. Very easy, simple stamping, simple card. Are we going to do some blending on the ducky? Yeah, just a tad. And I'll show you that in just a second. We are actually going to be using an ivory blend from Stampin' Up. I believe they have that in their new pack, but I don't have the new ones. I have the really, really old ones. And my ivory works really well. And I found that it just added a tiny bit to my ducky. And the only place we're going to use it on is going to be his little ducky bill and his little feet, and the rest of it, his body, we are going to shimmer and shine with a little sparkly Wink of Stella. And you will notice that my Wink of Stella is a very old design, and that's because I don't use it like on every single thing. But I also took the cap off and I added a little high-grade alcohol, 90% or better in there, to keep the little sparkly metallic stuff in there. And it's kept my Wink Stella going now for a year. So I only buy a Wink Stella pen about once a year. So we are done sponging. Next, I told you, my very old ivory Stampin' Up. And I take the bullet tip. And let me bring this down so you can see. Take the bullet tip and I just rub it in there. And rub it on his little feet. And that is all we are doing to these. So the duckbill, the ducky's feet, and simple, 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 scribble, scribble, scribble. That's all there is to this little guy. And it does add just that little bit extra. And like I said, there's no technique to this. It's just scribble, scribble, scribble. Swirly, swirly. And I just think the little look on his face is total delight, which goes with the color Daffodil Delight. But it is just the sweetest little darn thing. And I have an old high school friend that I used to call her Duck. She's a softball player, Miss Sandy. And I am going to be making her card with several little duckies. So we are all done with that now. And let's bring up the camera. And it is time to add these to the paper blooms. So lay them like so. I want to use all the dark blue ones first of my paper blooms. There's white, let's see. Sounds like my husband's home because I hear clonking in the house. 2, this one here. I'm going to go ahead and use, yeah, I'm going to use that one. And what else do we have? Any more dark blooms? Nope. Okay, let's get these done first. Large bottle of Tombow. And I'm just doing a rectangle and one line down the middle. So a rectangle, one line down the middle. Rectangle, line down the middle. Rectangle, line down the middle. I'm coming back to the first one I did and layering him up on there like so. Setting it aside. Next ducky. Oops. And this is how I do a Stamp-A-Stack when no one's watching. So let's do some more with the blue. We'll do the white. Another white one. I thought I did. Don't see one. We'll do this oddball. This is a very old retired paper, like 20 years ago. So I'm going to flip these over. I need one more color. Oh, and I do have a dark blue. I would like that one for this one. So let's get these done. So rectangle, line down the middle, making sure I get a full line of blue there. Rectangles, line down the middle, rectangle up here, and line down the middle. And next we're just going to flip them over and pop them down. And hopefully they don't fall off my table. There we go. 3 more. Two more. I've got a house to get together before my sleep study. Otherwise, it will be tore up by the time I get home. It will be triple what it is. Okay, so now that we have them all. We're going to flap them back down. I think 3 will fit in camera view. So let's do that, and we'll just turn all of them over as it is. Now we're going to do the rectangle again. Rectangle, rectangle, making sure that we got a full rectangle of blue. Bring in our Baja Breeze, stamped with balmy blue with the very old polka dots. And there's one down. Now, the reason why they're not like up on dimensionals, it's because of the mailing, and I'm not sure if they're going to be mailing these. Like I said, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take them down and talk to Beth at the Hub Welfare and ask her, you know, if she wants them to be full cards, I will just take them back home and put them on card bases. But if they are doing, like, one time they did baskets of necessities and little food baskets for the seniors, these would make great tags with, you know, I have a big hole puncher, I should say, and put a big hole in there and tie it to the basket. So I'm not sure. I want to give them the option of how they want to use them. I have thoroughly enjoyed making these and have really gotten a good use out of my Easter Friends stamp set. And I have used up all of my Balmy Blue, Baja Breeze retired cardstock, all of my Seaside Spray. I used all of my Elegant Eggplant, Regal Rose I will be using tomorrow. What other colors did I use? Oh, Apricot Peel got used up, all of that. I had, forgetting what that color, oh, Soft Sky. I used up all of that cardstock. So this was just a great way to use up my product that I have had stored. And there we go. Next, I said, bring in the Wink of Stella and give this little ducky some shimmer and shine, some sparkle. Get it going. Oh, that came out quite a bit there. Ah, thank goodness it dries clear. I think we'll just do the sparkle on his little furry self that is showing. I'm not going to put anything on top of that one over there. So we are just going to sparkle his fur up some. I like that. So just on his fuzziness, the artist sketch lines, that's where we are going to put the Wink of Stella. Something is right there on that. I'm going to have to see what I can do. See that? I don't know what that is. But I'm going to leave that one aside and see about. And as this is my last video with the Easter Friends stamp set, I'm going to show you my other creations. So if you didn't see my video, you can. Believe it or not, on my bunny, my favorite coloring of the Easter bunny in this set is using Early Espresso and Pale Papaya together. And oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I was so happy with that. I did use Gray Granite. I'm thinking it's Gray Granite. And I used, forget now what it was I did use. So that is all done. This little ducky. Oh, he is sparkly. He's a shimmery one. Let's see. Let me show you my little Easter bunny. So there is my little Easter bunny. Isn't he sweet? Like I said, Early Espresso and Pale Papaya, both blends of the Pale Papaya. this one, I know that's gray granite. And it might have been the ivory that I used to color him in, but he just seems so faded. He worked beautifully on the soft sky. And let's see if I can show you my other, I've got them in stacks here. All right. Here, I did some sideways. This is in Blush Blossom, my little Easter chick. This one I had stamped the whole background and it was so busy I decided, because this has a texture in it. This was a textured Blush Blossom and I didn't care for that. So this is in more Baja Breeze, and this was using paper pumpkin stamps in the background, and this came out really stunning on this Baja Breeze paper, and it was stamped with Balmy Blue. So let me put these back the way I have them. That is my video for today, y'all. Thanks for watching, and have fun creating. Mix your products. Enjoy what you have. So thanks for watching again. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as I'm trying to grow my channel. Take care. Bye-bye now.